of Crypto Dough. Today we're talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, of course, this is after my gym session, so good morning to all, grand rising to all the wonderful positive things in this world. I send nothing but goodness to you guys and girls, people, ladies, gentlemen, nothing but love, one love. Now we're here to talk about the crypto market. I am Crypto Dough, and I want to teach you everything I know and share it with you guys, so together we can go further than Wells Fargo. That's the point of this, right? So Bitcoin, I told you guys if Bitcoin went up above $86,100, that it was going to be a reverse trend, which means that now we can go up to $94,000, right? It can. It doesn't mean that it will. It means that it can. A lot of people may be short in the market, stating that, hey, since Bitcoin goes up, it's going to have to come down. I don't want to bank on that too much. That's kind of a risky trade, especially if you're doing leverage trade 10x, 15x, 20x, depending on your risk tolerance. I don't really advise that, but I can't give you financial advice. I can only tell you what's going on. I think this is so positive for the market. This is a positive catalyst because while we have tariffs and everything else, the only thing seems to be holding on to its ground and to its grassroots is actually Bitcoin. The only thing that's holding on to its grassroots is actually Bitcoin. You know, right now we're doing the relax zone, right, or the relaxed space, and we all know that it's springtime. Yesterday was Easter, so this is what's in front of me right now while I talk to you guys. We have the spring theme, Japan scene. Spring theme, Japan scene. And I believe those right there in front of you are the cherry blossoms. So we're talking about Bitcoin and how it broke out. Yesterday it went up about 1%, 2%, and that's kind of good for Bitcoin because 1 or 2% is like $1,000. 1% is 1,000, 2% is another 1,000. So Bitcoin has went up tremendously by, now it's at $87,000 and some change, right? The last time I checked. Everything else went up as well, a couple of percentages. If Bitcoin go up 2%, the other market may go up more than 2%. So saying it all to say, a lot of people are saying, hey, and I tell you guys, get the crypto Dough guide. If you're in here right now, make sure that you subscribe, smash that like button, help me swing through it. I'll swim through the algorithms. That's all I ask. Also, this is the perfect time to get my crypto guide. I've been telling you guys that, and I'm going to do some type of promotion on that. When I finish my other products, I may make that free. If you get my merch, I'm working on some merch. So if you get the merch, crypto guide may be free, but get the crypto guide because a part of the allocation chapter, I tell you guys 35% of your portfolio needs to be in Bitcoin. Let me repeat. 35% of your portfolio needs to be in Bitcoin. The reason is so when things go down, your portfolio won't be effective as much, or affected. I apologize. Affected as much. So that would be the best time to actually get your portfolio allocation. And I show you guys 30% in Bitcoin, 30% in maybe Ethereum and other altcoins like the top three, and then the rest you can play with. Maybe 10% in metaverse, another 10% in AI. You know, so I break it down in details in the crypto guide. So a lot of people are like, why my portfolio doesn't look like yours? Because you allocated it wrong. You have 80% in altcoins and wonder why your portfolio have a 50 to 60% dip, and then you end up selling out of fear and panic. If you was to invest in a crypto guy, you didn't have to worry about the allocation. You would say, you know what, 35% of my allocations need to be in Bitcoin, so at least my portfolio will be stable. As stable as could be. Not saying Bitcoin can't go down, it can. But if you have all your things in high risk assets, then just be okay with the roller coaster ride. Be okay with it dipping 50, 60, 70, 80, 90%. Be okay with that, right? If you're not okay with that, then it'd be beneficial for you to get the crypto guide. That's one of the benefits about the guide, and it's something that I can literally add onto and add value onto it for the rest of our life, the rest of the time that we're doing crypto. It can always be edited. It can always be added on. So value will be poured on when things change or new information come out, anything along that nature. So if you want the crypto guide, it's down in the description. Make sure that you get it. Now, if you're in here right now, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, help me get up. Luca Cat said, hey Luca, how you doing today? Hopefully everyone is having a great Monday. It's the day after Easter. They say God has risen, and so did Bitcoin. Blazy77, what's going on, Blazy? If you into the greenery, yesterday was 420, but it was also which I don't participate, but I just know what's going on. Yesterday was 420, but it was also Easter, and it was also Bitcoin actually rose too. So that's what's happening in the market. Now, the thing would be what's next. So I talked about the 35% allocations to Bitcoin. I talked about Bitcoin going up and where it can go. It can go up to 94,000, right? This is the morning scenery right now. It can go up to 94,000, right? The volume is back up to 26 billion. It's back up to 26 billion, which is a good thing. So it's gaining some form of volume, but that's still considered low volume to me. We went all the way down to 13, and I was telling people every time Bitcoin hit the 13, 14 billion dollar value, something always end up happening for some reason. Always, either announcement gonna trigger it off. I just said it in a couple of lives. Go check out the live. Either there's a few things that can happen, but I'm just noticing a certain thing. You notice a certain trend at a certain point if you've been in the space for a long time, right? You just notice a certain thing. I got Bitcoin going all the way up to 94,000, and then it might come back down to maybe 80. You know, it might come down to maybe 80 and then bounce back up to 109. So just be very careful. Also, you have the tariffs. That's another thing that people aren't talking about, right? And to me, they're actually withstanding excellent on the tariffs. To me, they're actually so excellent on based on how the tariffs is affecting the crypto market, especially Bitcoin. It's not affecting Bitcoin as much, but it's definitely affecting the stock market more than it's affecting Bitcoin. That goes to show you what can stand and what can't. That goes to show you what can stand and what cannot. So saying it all to say, Bitcoin to me is standing strong. A lot of people you got a lot of tariffs and a lot of sanctions that's going on around the world. But a lot of people don't know they're using Bitcoin to still trade. They're using Bitcoin to get around the sanctions because guess what? It's decentralized. That's the purpose of Bitcoin that people don't understand. You get to move money without regulations. Let me repeat. You get to move the money without regulations. You know, so I wanted to give you guys this. This is the summer spring scene, spring view. It is springtime. Also, Easter, if you understand what's going on as far as astrology, not astrology, as far as astrology and what's going on with the earth, springtime is considered New Year's. In my world, springtime is considered New Year's because this is when all the beautiful things start happening. The flowers start blooming, the birds start coming out, the scenery start getting a little bit more greenery. So this is as far as the sun peaks more, the day become longer than the night. So this is considered, the sun rising to me. People will, if you're religious, you're going to equate it to God rising. If you understand earth, you're going to equate it to the actually sun rising. So the daytime will be longer, the nighttime will be shorter. It's just that simple. Um, so yeah. So what's next for Bitcoin? I talked about what's next. 94,000. That could be what's next. 94,000. That can be what's next. On that note, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share this video. On that note, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Get the crypto guide as well. Get the crypto guide as well. Hopefully everyone is having and will have a wonderful day. A wondrous day. Let's see. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. I appreciate everyone for tuning on in. Hopefully you guys have a great day. It's a great top of the week. Monday it is. Make sure that you're building, conquering, creating everything that you need to create. On that note, please, peace, blessings, and love. And subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, share this video. That's all I ask. Put on your seatbelts. It is time to take off. In 5, 4,